we're learning that November movies, those are the movies that get played in the theater for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Those trailers.
Yep. There's a lot of stock put into this slate. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Variant Cast. I'm here with the one and only guy that somehow made his way through the Witch's Road down the corner, and now he's gonna go try to steal Santa Claus. How we doing, Trent?
Doing good. You know, there's nothing more satisfying in life than catching old Saint Nick. So that's gonna be my task for the next couple months.
Well, these next couple months they fly by. These October, November, December. It's like breakneck pace. It's you hit Halloween, and then all of a sudden it's prep for Thanksgiving. There's Black Friday, and then it's Christmas. Smashed in between all of that is obviously the movie industry that is trying to take advantage of whatever time off you may have and get you to watch some movies. So we're going to be looking at a few of those movies that are going to be coming out, about 10 of them, some pretty well known, some are maybe hidden gems per se. And we're going to be playing our favorite game here, Rot or Tot, Trent. And we did make a few changes, as you can see by the layout here. We will be essentially doing more of a live draft as opposed to a kind of snake order draft, where the first movie's going to play and the first person to take it as a Rot or a Tot is going to get it as a Rot or a Tot. The other person can still take the opposite. And if you are just unfamiliar with that terminology, a Rot is a movie that is rotten on Rotten Tomatoes versus a Tot, a certified fresh, or I guess just fresh. It doesn't have to be certified fresh movie. Yeah. So if you are curious where the standings are, I have those. Trent sits at a pretty impressive, I believe he's 29-15. I'm sitting at 31-13. So I think what this new format does is it encourages boldness. It gets you an opportunity to make up if you're losing, or you could dig yourself a bigger hole. We'll see what Trent decides to do today.
Yeah, we'll see. I think there's some good movies on this list, so let's hop right into it.
So where are we going first here? We're gonna go just in order.
Yep, let's just start at the top. So the first one is going to be Wicked, a very popular movie that's going to be coming out based on a Broadway musical. We'll go ahead and penguin this.
Now, all I know about this movie is they really do enjoy a good fan edit. And that's about it. And Ariana Grande is here. She acts still.
Yep. Will this be the beginning of the Ariana Grande renaissance?
Let me tell you the whole story.
Who knows if she's a good actress? I don't think she is, but this is right down her alley here.
So I was pretty critical of this trailer when I saw, I think, the Super Bowl. I was like, it just doesn't look great. Like the effects I thought didn't look great, but I mean it's grown on me for sure.
I think the trailers I've seen have been, fairly impressive, and I think this is going to do well.
Yeah.
I don't cause commotions, I am one. Some of us are just different.
I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. I meant to do that one. Sorry, I can't tell my left from right. Still getting used to it, but if you are an audio listener, I just took this as a tot. I just think this is going to be a good movie.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like a 77%, but I think it's going to perform extremely well.
Yeah.
This is going to be a top 3.
If the diehard fans of the Broadway musical show out, which I know that they will show out, but will they like it and will they recommend it to their Norman friends to watch? So.
Just to give up a real good
There's also a bit of a Barbenheimer situation with this coming out the same day as Gladiator II. We'll see if that leads to anything or if it's just Barbieheimer was a flash in the pan, you know? We'll see.
Yeah.
Wizard that there is or was is ever gonna bring
Solid.
Yeah, I feel good about taking that as a tot. I don't know if you were planning on it. Maybe you were giving me a bit more time. You didn't want to just take it immediately, but
Yeah, I forgot I had to click the button.
yeah. See, it's your rule set, and I
was
just
my
outplayed
rule.
you at your own game.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think the biggest thing with that, I think it could easily come in at like a 59 though, and be like one of those movies where people do really like it, but it has so many flaws in maybe filmmaking aspects that critics care a lot more about.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty safe bet. And honestly, this next film, totally different film. Red One, Wicked, Red One, probably the two most played trailers if you go to a theater right now.
Yep.
This one, I liked it at first, but it's doing the opposite of you with the Super Bowl and Wicked. Like I liked it at first, and now it's like starting to wear on me.
It's starting to kind of be grating.
Yeah, at first I was like, wow, looks like a fun take on Christmas, not your average Christmas movie, you know. They're doing something a bit different. But as I have watched this trailer a lot, not necessarily this one in particular, it does start to wear, and we'll go ahead and give it a penguin and take a look. So, Red One, star-studded cast. A lot of money went into this.
This is your typical once a year you got Netflix bringing out The Rock, bringing out Ryan Reynolds, you know, for what's a little ensemble movie, and I feel like this is Netflix's ensemble movie this year.
This reminds me of like a 2009 movie.
Yeah,
Welcome to the North Pole.
like
Like-
this should have been a plot in the Santa Claus.
Last night, Red One.
This is basically the Santa Claus 5. I don't know how many they made.
Well, they made the TV series too.
Right.
You're the best tracker in the world. You're gonna help us find him.
I work alone. You used to. I'm not gonna like you. I can tell right away. Out of everyone here, I like you the least. Garcia? What the hell?
Should we do the thing? I'm afraid we're gonna have to.
You're mine until we find him.
Oh, God.
I suggest you get going.
Claws.
It's kind of crazy comparing the filmography of Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan after Infinity War and after their Captain America movies. How
Grab a car.
Sebastian Stan's doing like these indie films, like these
I adjusted it to reality.
these super low budget films, but then we got Chris Evans out here being Human Torch and doing this.
Whoever took Nick.
Yeah. Also the political views of Sebastian Stan and Chris Evans since two different directions.
If you don't need me here, I might just go back to the car.
We're 24 hours to Christmas.
We need to find him.
I don't know, like
Let's save Christmas. Say it.
the thing that worries me about this movie, taking it as a rot or a tot,
Things are
is like
real.
there's scenes that in here that do look legitimately fun,
Yeah,
but also like when you're watching the trailer, I just don't understand how this is a movie.
yeah.
Like it looks
I'm-
like there's
I wanna
just
take this as
scenes.
a rot. I just I can't see any world where like a majority of the critics say that this is a quote unquote good movie.
Yeah, it's just
Like they'd be like, yeah, this is fun for
Well,
you to watch with
it was
your
nice
with
to
your
meet you,
kids
Cal. Good
when
luck with everything.
they you want, like, there's truly nothing else to watch after you've exhausted every single holiday movie.
Yeah. It's something that I don't think anybody asked for. Like, there's pieces of it that, you know, people might have asked for. Like, you know, I like the idea of J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus. I think if it was more centered around him, I might be in on it, but I don't love the idea of a buddy cop, Chris Evans and Dwayne Johnson. Like, I just don't care. Like, that sounds like a chemistry vacuum, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see, but I just don't picture those two going together. And like I said, I don't think anybody wanted it as opposed to the next film we're going to be looking at, where there is a select group of people that were willing to kill their young child for this movie to be made. And luckily they didn't have to do that. And we are getting a sequel to Gladiator. So it all happened. Pedro Pascal he's back.
Yep. He's never in the first one, but he's back.
I didn't see the first one, but I wasn't going to out myself on but I guess I did just then. I know people are excited for it, though.
Yeah. Let's
yeah. He's so back.
I actually did just watch the first one a couple weeks ago for the first time, and still holds up. Other than the, I mean, get some hate if we get any comments at all, but the soundtrack just sounds exactly like Pirates of the Caribbean. The Gladiator soundtrack, just Hans Zimmer, just basically just remade the Pirates of the Caribbean, or maybe he remade the Gladiator music for Pirates of the Caribbean. Who knows?
Same era, right? So maybe it was just like the sound of the time, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Waiting for you in the next life. I don't know why you are so greedy for it in this one.
Your Majesties. This is your gladiator. It is. I have the trust of the Emperor.
Like, Denzel's been pretty selective about his projects too, so
I will never be your instrument.
I'm gonna take this one as a top.
Mm.
Lucius, take your
Yeah.
strength. Explain.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't really see this going terribly. It might be boring. I don't know. This looks good.
Yeah, the set.
It's hard
all
to
the
tell.
sets, the costumes, and him fighting a rhino in the Coliseum. Give it to me all.
To restore order, I must have power.
Everything is forgotten in time. Empires fall, so do emperors.
This is war! Real war!
We're learning that November movies, those are the movies that get played in the theater for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Those trailers.
Yep. There's a lot of stock put into this slate. Like, there's obviously your summer blockbusters, but almost more important is the holiday releases.
Yeah.
And this is like the big action movie, which, you know, I'm a little surprised.
I thought this came out in the summer.
Yeah. Big action movie. I'm definitely not going against you on a rot there. But, you know, still got time for my first tot. Next, we're going to be looking at A Real Pain, which is, you know, Jesse Eisenberg, Kieran Culkin, written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg. So we'll go ahead and take a Penguin. So I have no idea what this is. Haven't been paying too much attention.
Yet, but I have. I mean, I think that they're playing cousins or something like that.
Some good shit from when we land. Wait, you're not like
It's like a road trip movie.
Poland, are you? Oh yeah, Benji. They don't give a shit about that stuff. I think they very much do give a shit about that. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just take it now. I like the cast. I like the as a complete opposite of Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. I think this will be very solid chemistry. So
I know that it's
And, you
time
know,
to leave your boys.
you see the Sundance logo, you taught
I
it.
don't have anything going on.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know it's been a tough few months for you, so I also want to say that I know you're not the most comfortable person with people. I'm not? No.
Does it look real? Well, they're twice the size of you in metal, so...
You sure you don't want to come up here?
I'm good.
Can you take my picture?
That's what I'm talking about. Marcia!
Thank you, David.
But it's amazing that you're here, putting yourself out there so boldly for me. Thank you, man. Let's go smoke a joint.
Word of warning, this will be a tour about Penn.
Our grandmother and Benji were super close. I mean, she was the coolest. I've just been in a real funk, I guess, since she died. Just haven't,
You're looking back at the horrors of your family history.
We completely cut ourselves off from anyone else's true pain.
Why are you doing this?
Oh man, you used to like feel everything.
Obviously, there are triggers along the way.
We're not at the right station.
And you didn't wake me up.
Oh, you were having such a good nap, dude.
Jesus
you were like,
Christ, we were on a tour
sorry.
group
Yeah,
of
I know,
people.
I just didn't have the heart to wake you up.
Has it always been like this?
I love him, and I hate him,
What the flying jeez?
and I want to be him.
You used to cry about everything.
Yeah, it was awful. Who wants to cry about everything?
We're in a Holocaust tour. If now is not the time to grieve, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, this looks solid. I think we'll be just fine with this tot. This probably not going to be a big. I don't even know if this is going to be a theatrical release. I guess I'll know here in a second.
I think it'll get a limited release. So some small theaters.
Theaters this fall.
Yep. So it
Yeah,
looks like
it
he's
looks-
only directed one or two other movies before this. So I think that looks solid. So definitely not taking that as a rob.
Yeah. Next we got Emilia Perez, which is, you know, a movie that Netflix is
Based
making.
off of a real person, I think.
Yeah.
Starring Zoe Saldana. So
Yeah.
go ahead and ping him.
I'm gonna be aggressive, a little bit of a gamesmanship here, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this as a rot. I need rots, and this is a Netflix movie. That's all I'm going off of.
Yeah.
You are pretty.
Just by the direction alone.
So, does your client have a name?
He desires to remain anonymous. If you're not willing to accept, I don't think it's worth talking.
This actually looks solid, so might be running myself into a wall here.
This guy's Selena Gomez too.
To listen is to accept.
It's got the best musical of the decade, according to some person. Yeah. Yeah, this looks fun. I definitely made a mistake, but you know. That was fun. That was a fun little trailer edit.
Yeah.
Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez. Emilia.
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 Eres tú.
Mingo.
Do I know what's going on? Not really, but did it look good? Yeah. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So
I think it looks solid.
turn up Emilia Perez. What, the title of this next one's insane. but I think I'm gonna be into it. Stavros
Stavros
Hakias.
So he's
All
like
right.
he's a stand-up comedian. We'll go ahead and ping him this.
Why do you think
Mm.
But he's really
It
funny.
sounds sick, honestly. Getting slurped up. God's watching. Me and you forever.
Forever.
Guys.
Authorities speculate that this was a doomsday cult and have released this photo. Police asked for any information regarding the red-haired man in the center.
Why aren't you dead?
I did die, Chip. I was sent back to get you.
You couldn't transcend without me. We need each other.
What's up?
I cannot wait to get some followers.
So you guys are like a family?
That's right. No brothers barging on your privacy.
Stop eating off! It's time to go to work!
No Uncle Aaron stuffing you in a sleeping bag, not letting your ass out, and you're like screaming like
Help me!
This is Diane, and I feel like she might be exactly the kind of person we're looking for.
Nothing! The family grows stronger with another member.
I'm Jim Smith.
Three balls, Billy! You picked up a hitchhiker who may well be a
All
murderer.
right, I'm taking that as a tot. Yeah.
You know who I am?
Are you kidding me right now?
What the hell is he doing?
See, I think I'm gonna like this, but I was gonna take it as a rock, just because I feel like the critics are just gonna put out a hit on this one.
Maybe. I just don't think you go into a movie like this and expect anything else.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the tone felt right for a movie called Let's Start a Cult. Like,
yeah,
felt like the right tone. And I'm looking at the rest of this list. I think I guess I could have waited. There's one more that I could have taken as a tot here and felt pretty good about, but I'll be okay. We got coming up next, we got Dear Santa starring Jack Black. So I'll go ahead and give that a penguin.
Every Christmas, something
So this trailer actually just came out.
When a kid sends a letter to Santa.
Kind
I see it.
one day ago. So kind of interesting the contrast of movies that are basically releasing on the same day, but you know the red one's been playing in theaters all year.
This looks like fun.
I went in and already took it as a.
The movie comes out.
I took it as a rot already. I just with what you're saying, you're just added to it. They're not advertising this movie. It comes out next month, and this is the first trailer for it. There's probably not a whole lot of confidence in this thing, but it'll, it's straight to streaming. It looks like.
By the way, after you make your wishes, I'm taking your soul.
Yeah, Jack Black hasn't
Paramount Plus
been perfect recently, so I'm cool with this being my last. Oh no, I accidentally did the tot again. Whoops. You guys heard me though. I'm not lying. The colors confuse me sometimes. All right.
Look, I'm worried Sam is going to trick me.
Random celebrity appearances.
I think he's just confused.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yes, this looks bad.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Make a move.
Yeah.
Sue me, I'm thirsty.
Like that somehow looks
What about doing something out of kindness?
like I'd rather watch the live action Clifford the Big Red Dog movie again.
You know this man?
I'm his uncle, Beat it.
Who do you think you are talking to me like that?
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Pardon me? Kombucha.
Watch this.
Lock. No! Please! Never trust a thought. You just gambled and lost.
Nice to meet you. The pleasure was mine.
Yeah. No hesitation with that one as a rot. We're feeling all right. And somehow miraculously, something that's also doing all right is the Sonic the Hedgehog film franchise. Here we are with Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Mm-hmm.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and give it a penguin, see what we got this time.
Top grossing movie of 2020.
No asterisks needed.
But you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah. In my lungs.
Or your heart.
Also, did you see who's playing Shadow?
Yeah, I did. Pretty great cast there.
Yeah.
Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
Alright, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with a giant fireball?
This is the real Joker movie.
Yeah.
Like, Joker 2 didn't have many Joker moments. This is gonna have some Joker moments.
I'm standing right here.
You're colorful.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
how fast this like franchise is progressing. I feel like we're already at 3 movies. I guess it has been 4 years, but still, I feel like the effects and like the CG of Sonic is pretty impressive for 3 movies in 4 years. Not that he looks like completely realistic, which I think helps. But
I think it has a nice art style. It doesn't look real, but like it fits in with the world that they've built.
Yeah.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Do this! If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it! I need room.
But sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
When we're done, there won't be any.
I remember when Jim Carrey said he was retired from acting, and then they're just like, yeah, no, he's gonna be in Sonic 3.
Hey, those Sonic checks, they're enticing. Get you off the couch, that's for sure.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible. Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
Okay. So you're staying neutral on that one?
No, I'm just gonna take that one as a tot.
Okay. I think that's probably where it's gonna land, right at the 70, or maybe that's a 99. Maybe that's critics love it.
What did Sonic 2 get? Not that I can change it now, but 96%. Oh wait, no. That was the critic or the audience. 69%, but still tot. So
I'm gonna let you pronounce this next movie because I don't know where it's going.
Next one is Nosferatu. So this is a remake of a old horror movie, I guess. I only know how to pronounce that because of the hash slinging slasher episode of SpongeBob when the lights were flickering on and off, and SpongeBob was like, Nosferatu. So yeah, we'll go ahead and penguin this.
Come to me. Come to me.
This is the same dude who did The Lighthouse and The Northman. Do you remember that movie?
I've never shared my secret with any soul.
You've had these spells since childhood. Tell me what you can from the beginning.
It is
Willem Dafoe.
like a dream.
Yes.
Rotter tot again.
I was just laughing. I just feel like he's everywhere. Hey, we need someone to play an old guy that's like ambitious and also can deliver some eerie dialogue.
Some maniacal laughs.
Yeah.
Standing before me was death. But I'd never been so happy.
This creature is a force more powerful than evil. Its desire is to consume all life on Earth.
Only you can redeem us. He is coming.
There is a devil in this world, and I have met him.
But you could never please me as he could.
I don't know how well this movie is gonna do getting released at Christmas. But
Odd choice.
yeah.
I feel like Beetlejuice ran kind of uncontested in the whole, like, you know, Halloween horror movie realm.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Smile was there and stuff, but I feel like they probably should have gone for an October release on this, but it being a classic horror movie and all.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're not taking that as a rot. No, I'm not
Trailer
taking
didn't
it
really
as
do
my
anything
tot.
for me, but at the same time, like, Robert Eggers movies, like, never really did anything for me. Like, watching The Northman, people were hyped about that, but, like, I didn't really feel the same about that movie, so indifferent about Robert Eggers' style.
Yeah, I've always felt like just, it's not the worst thing in the world, and it's not something that's gonna get me up and go into the theaters. So
yeah,
I guess that means we're going head to head on this last one. You're going raw, I'm going tot. I'm fine with that. It's an A24 film. Have no idea who the director is yet. It looks like it's Kyle Mooney.
Saturday Night Live.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and take a look at what he's done, and it's pretty much nothing other than Saturday Night Live. He did a movie called Spree, which he got about 66% on that. Did Brigsby Bear, which is an 83%. Seems like most of his stuff has been fairly low budget. This might be his highest budget film here, and yeah, this is gonna be a top for me. So I'll go ahead and give it a watch.
Old sticky.
Any lucky lady gonna get the midnight kiss?
Just talk to her, dude.
What's up, Laura?
We're actually going to this New Year's thing. It's going to be a total shit show.
Oh.
See ya.
It's 1999, and we getting drunk.
In a few hours, you have an excuse to kiss the girl of your dreams.
Open up.
I love the music. The Y2K music.
So smooth.
Yeah.
Instantly taking me back.
Y2K is real.
Someone's on the net.
Dumbass. I use gel.
This looks sick.
This could very well be like reviewed very poorly, but I'm going to watch this and I'm gonna love this.
Just drilled through a chick's head. Come on, we gotta go.
The Tamagotchi just drilled into a chick's head, like.
As a result of the Y2K breakdown.
Bye-bye, human race.
We're talking global computer apocalypse.
Sorry, guys. I guess you're fucked.
You have a video and everything. That's crazy. You don't know how this shit works.
Grab a bike, grab a board, grab whatever you can.
This has been the shittiest night of my life.
Fuck this!
But it's cool that we got to hang out for once.
This is sick because not only is it like, you know, it's a cool premise, but like this is very much a premise of something that would be back back in that day, you know, like a Small Soldiers or something like that.
Yeah.
I get knocked out, but I get up again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think should be fun regardless. Kyle Mooney's 40, so he was 16 during Y2K, and it looks like these characters are gonna be right around that age. So it's always cool when like the director lines up with like a life event like that.
Yeah.
It's generally a lot more believable. And I think this is gonna nail that. I think we're getting into the era here where the 2000s is gonna, you know, it's gonna be very nostalgic. There's gonna be a lot of movies referencing it. We're not quite there in terms of mainstream, but this makes a lot of sense for A24 to pick up a film like this. Pretty simple concept. Hey, what if Y2K was real? So we'll see how that is executed when it comes out here.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident in my picks, other than that last one, because you know the cards fell where they did, but you know, I feel like that's a solid slate of movies that we have coming up, and I'll definitely be checking most of those out. I feel like.
Yeah, holidays are some time that you generally have off work. The weather isn't the best, so movies is the logical choice on what to do with your free time. So we at least got a few decent ones. It seems like we're finally fully kind of healed with the writer's strike, and we'll see how these turn out.
Yep.
But I believe that's all we have, unless you had any news or anything that's come up in the past few. But
so Tom Holland's gonna have a busy year next year. This is my one bit of news, but Tom Holland. So Spider-Man 4 is coming out next year, as we know. But the week after, he's gonna be starring in Christopher Nolan's movie. So, or actually, no, not 2025, 2026. It'll be 2026. He'll be filming both of them next year. But yeah.
Did you see the
Tom
news
and Zendaya
that
will both be in them? What are you saying?
Right, I was gonna say the Zendaya thing.
Yeah,
like that. Interesting.
So we have the next Christopher Nolan movie is going to be Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Matt Damon, and Lupita Nyong'o. So pretty stacked cast. You know, always looking forward to what Christopher Nolan has in store, and I feel like with a cast like that, you know, same with like, it's like the same deal with Tenet, where it's like I don't really know what's gonna happen, what it's gonna be about, but knowing that it's Christopher Nolan, knowing the cast, I'm in. So
yeah, it should be good and should be solid. I'm never been a Nolan guy, but you got to applaud the ability to have this much hype around a movie that's just titled the next Christopher Nolan movie. Like, I don't think any other director has that kind of pull anymore. I don't think Tarantino has that kind of pull anymore. I think he is alone in that island of the next Tarantino movie. He just goes up to a studio. He doesn't even pitch the idea for the movie. He just says, hey, I want to make my next movie. And they give him a release date for it.
Yeah.
Very much feels like what this is.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is big for Tom Holland. I mean, he's been pigeonholed into he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And because of the way he looks, because of the way he sounds, he still looks very young despite pushing 30 at this point. And people really only can name Spider-Man that he's been in. And I've heard like comments like online of people saying, oh, it's time for him to like prove that he can act. And it's like, I don't know if you've watched him outside of the MCU, but he's a great actor.
Yeah.
It's not a question of if he can act or not. It's like, will he get like a role that matters? And I think being in a Nolan movie is exactly the eyes that he needs to be in front of
Yeah.
For that to happen. So I think this is 2026 is the year of Holland for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I look forward to it. And yeah, like you said, I definitely don't think that he's a bad actor, but he's just definitely picked some projects that that probably weren't best suited for him, like Cherry. So
yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing how this one turns out, and I thank everybody for watching this. If you're all watching this the week it comes out, like in November here, go ahead and check our subscribers. Currently, we're sitting at 99. So if you want to be that 100th one, we've been climbing as of recent. Trent's been putting in a lot of work with the clips we've been putting out, and it's we're on the up and up. We got some new channel art. If you want to check that out. We're looking good
devices.
here.
It might look different on different devices, so go check that out.
Look at that. You never know what to expect when you go to the Variant Cast YouTube channel, so make sure to check back. Who knows, next time, we might recast Trent. It might be Tom Holland sitting next to me, so stay tuned for that.
Yep, I'd gladly step aside. Anyways,
send this to Tom. Someone send this to Tom. We'll get it moving.
Yeah. Thanks everybody. For
thank you take it. You take it.
Sorry. I didn't want to step on your outro, but
yeah. Hey, don't worry. Tom wouldn't do this to me.
Yeah, so maybe you should get me replaced. But thanks everybody for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and the next one will be coming soon.
Heck yeah. Thank you all. Peace.
Deuces.